want to take blame or credit at this point.
Oh no, I take all the credit because I tell them I build success from the ground up, and I have the evidence to show for the students whose lives I have touched. So, and I tell them on the regular, I'm like, look, you can't go out here in the world and be saying, you took a class with me and doing stupid shit. Because I have a reputation to protect, and you're not going to have me out here in these streets sideways. So, from this point on, here are the standards you have to abide by, because you're not going to play on my name.
That was me, especially, I'm with you, and I taught the four-year college in my area where I taught high school. And there was no way my name was going to go on someone's report card or a certificate or a credential that was going to have my name on it and say that they hit some standards that they didn't hit. And my students went on to play college, sports and then pro sports. And we got the pressure from the coaches. Go ahead and please just pass this kid. They've got a scholarship on the line. They've got a career on the line. And I was like, I was a technology teacher. And my whole thing was, if I couldn't get these kids to send an email, then they didn't deserve to get a pro career because I couldn't manage it.
Yeah, I don't deal with the athletes. That's a whole different level. Only very few of them come my way because they know what it's hitting for over here. And they don't want none of this black women's business. So they stay over there. And I'm good with that. But every now and then I do get, I'll get an odd one. Every now and then. And not odd because of that, but odd because I'll get the one who, they're really interested in the level of work I'm giving.
Right. Yep.
But for the most part, and because how my schedule is, they often aren't available during the times because of how their schedules are and stuff. But for me, it's just basic thinking things and basic ways that you like. I don't appreciate people who can't answer questions. We're gonna learn basic communication. When you talk to someone, you address them by their name and you repeat a portion of their question so you make sure you understand it and then you answer. That's how we gonna operate. We gonna have some basic social learning in addition to facts, concepts, critical thinking, skills, that kind of thing. But no, we're in the business of making better humans, and so
thank you. And
that's what this has got to be. So.
And a good mentor teaches that to a good, beginning educator, is that we're there to make a whole person. We're not there to teach a subject or a curriculum. We're there to make a whole person.
Yeah.
And you can't do that, but without building the blocks. And the blocks are social, emotional, and the rest.
Yeah, so it's a way to do it, but at the same time I'm not your mama. Like I tell them very often, only your parents are obligated to love you. That's not my job. I'm not in the love business. So if you're looking for love, my place is the Ross. I'm not doing all that. So, but that doesn't mean there's not nurturing. That doesn't mean there's not care. That doesn't mean any of that. But all that mammy shit, you got to go somewhere else for that. I don't get paid enough for that. And them people wasn't being paid, so.
Well, we didn't go into education for the money. That's for sure.
It's an interesting profession.
It is. It's a calling. At least for me and the people that I know, it was a passion.
Oh, Fish Belly, I'm just reading your comments. Okay. All right. Yes. The spook who sat by the door. Amazing. Oh yes, sweet ass, that's what is it? Sweet ass revenge or something. That's that Marvin Van Peebles. Okay. Yeah, these are some good movies. Yeah, you need to put those on the movie going list. Mm-hmm. That's good. Mm-hmm. All right, let me go. I gotta. What's going on? Oh, Patty's. Oh, Patty's back. Okay.
What y'all talking about now?
Oh, just I was just recounting some of Fishbelly's movies that they put in the chat. The good suggestions for movies that changed the culture or whatever.
And
Yeah. All right, I gotta sign off. Oh, I need to leave my phone in here so them losers can't come in here and tear shit up. We done had the cleaning crew. We done had the cleaning crew come in and clean up. We can't let them back in here tearing shit up. That's what I'm gonna have to do, cause they play too much. Yup, I'm actually in my phone so they can't break it out. But y'all be sleeping.
They filed charges against the guy that killed the 11-year-old.
Identified as Farhad N, is accused of 2 charges of murder and 44 charges of attempted murder for a car wreck during a trade union demonstration in Munich in February this year, 2025. The attack killed a 37-year-old woman and her 12-year-old daughter, while injuring 44 others, with prosecutors.
For real, like, be careful, because you never know, like, who's that meal?
Hey, Shekel-wise, I might not be Sam Rosen, but I can be a definitive substitute for you, my darling.
Oh my God, darling, when are you gonna ship me over to Chicago?
Fly right now. Look up your flights, my love.
Oh yes, I will. Definitely do this. John Kitover.
Love bomb. You're my mojo love bomb. Super positive vibrations.
That's right.
You know this guy's running for office, and that's to where I live. Like this guy, this is the politician. This is my local politician, Mojo.
That's right.
Really?
We are rising to power. And Shekel-wise, when you come here and make it big for me, we'll raise up the sail on the mast of my massive sailboat.
You have to marry me, and the only thing is that you have to marry me. That's it. Yes,
I'll marry you with love, Mojo.
No, if I don't have a ring on my finger, I don't want it.
Yeah, we got a diamond ring for you over here, baby. Just make it to Chicago. We got a beautiful two.
I want your heart.
You can have my heart and a 2-carat diamond, my love.
You say it's dangerous to be here, but I am the danger.
But you have to be careful. I'm being serious. You don't know, like, how people
Don't play with their heart, man.
Crazy.
Don't play with her heart. Don't play with her heart.
For real.
Listen, my love, I know you miss Sam Rosen, but as I said, I can be a Jewish substitute for you, but I'm not really Jewish because my mother is not a Jew. So that makes me not Jewish. I'm goy.
You're a crypto Jew.
I'm a goy to these Jews, my love.
Goy.
I'm a Michelin according to the Nazi Germans, not according to Jews, you schmuck.
Oh gosh.
Never mind. I heard Jews call you guys that.
No, I brought it up because Jews don't even know German history and how they fucked over all these Michelin.
Well, I have a question for you, Mojo. Are you considering converting?
To what, Christianity?
No, Judaism.
No, I'm a baptized Christian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got baptized by a black man at the pool in the YMCA in Evanston.
He's not serious. I can't take it.
In Evanston?
He's so funny.
Yeah, I picked up the Bible. I picked up the Bible and I said, if you want to get to heaven, you got to get baptized. I was like, well, let's get that check mark. You know what? You know what, Shekel-wise? The marriage engagement is canceled. Just forget about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Why? What'd you do?
Is that the way you yell at your dog? You're gonna yell at the kids? I don't want somebody in the house yelling at the yelling.
Are you
Forget about it. You're a yeller. I got enough recordings of you anyways. I need somebody new in my life.
Oh my god, you don't want me anymore?
Oh my goodness.
No, I just came in here to find out if you really miss Sam Rosen or if you were just a scarlet lettered little rose, a clown house hussy.
You will always be my love. But the thing is, John Kitover, you know, I don't know how many
He's the new
camels you
big
can offer
dick
me.
in town.
Listen, not only am I running for Congress, but I'm also a successful attorney. So I got to run to court. God bless everybody. I hope you have a great day.
You are not an attorney. Don't lie to us, but have a good one, man.
Have a good one.
That's not true. I filed a lawsuit. I got to get to my computer to finish up the
Let's go.
18-page
Hit the
document.
W. Go ahead now.
I mean, I'm not a lawyer by trade. I'm a lawyer by choice.
Wait,
Love you,
wait,
darling.
Is this the lawsuit? Is this the lawsuit about the ballots? The signatures?
No, this is a lawsuit against the IRS and the Treasury, Scott Besant.
Okay, good luck. Good luck.
Thank you. I'm suing for $210,000.
Oh my goodness.
We're hoping that we get 70,000. Then we can fly out my darling Shekowise. Yeah, Shekowise. I mean, if you want to move to Chicago and get out of Europe and marry a man and have children and be happy, I mean, I'm your guy. Sam Rosen was an atheist faggot. So you only miss him because he's your simp. He's your Jewish simp. I mean, I'm not Jewish and I ain't your simp, baby. But if you want to come to Chicago and make it big, I'm your man.
Okay, so let's do it then. You know, you have to offer me some camels.
Well, I can sing you a song called Chicago by Frank Sinatra. How does that sound, darling?
Oh my god, that sounds nice.
Here we go.
This is a nice song.
Chicago, Chicago, that title in town, Chicago, I will show you around. I love it. Bet your bottom dollar you lose the blues in Chicago, the town that Billy Sunday could not shut down. On Great Street, that Great Street. I just want to say, they do things that they never do on Broadway. Say, I saw a man and he danced with his wife. They have the time of their life in Chicago, my hometown. Yeah.
Performance of a lifetime. Thank you.
I bet you don't miss Sam Rosen anymore, that little atheist fucker.
No, unfortunately. I really don't. You actually, you know what? I'm flying to you.
She's frying. She's frying right
We'll
now.
check up flights on Google Flights. Let me know how much it is. We'll bill it to the campaign, darling.
That's like, how many kids do you want to have, Mojo? How many kids? Hello?
Bunch of John Kitovers running around. Oh my god.
Imagine.
What did the world do to deserve that? Oh my god.
Well, we have enough room for as many kids as you can pop out, baby.
Oh my god. You see, Jack? Imagine if that would actually happen.
Crazier things have happened.
Anything can happen, you know.
And you think you're pushing them?
Everything
You
is
would
possible
have
if
to.
you just believe.
Wait, you're Christian, right?
Well, my father is Muslim. My mom is Christian. I was baptized as a baby.
Do
I'm
you
Christian.
disavow Muhammad as being a false prophet?
I don't believe in Islam. I don't believe that Islam is the right religion.
So you think it's
But
a,
I have respect
so how would you describe?
for all religions.
Well, your dad is a Muslim, so how would you describe Muhammad?
My dad is just Muslim by the name, but he's not an actual Muslim. Like, he is not practicing or anything. He's very.
I know, but if let's say Sharia law, became the law of the land, would you resist or would you submit?
Of course. What the fuck?
She would help bring it up.
Absolutely not.
She wants Sharia in her home, dude.
What I'm trying to
I
say
want my
is,
husband to do Sharia law.
Everyone will have Sharia soon.
Shekowise, what I'm trying to tell you is I'm in politics, and at the present moment, I've got a mosque backing me of about 3,000 Muslims in the area. So I need you. You don't have to do it. Yeah, you don't have to do it all the time, Shekowise, but for political purposes, I need you to put on a burqa and come with me to the local mosque.
Stay in here. I'm gonna show you. Give me one.
Wait, what did they ask from you? They didn't ask for anything, huh? They just said they'll support you. I'm sure.
No, they just said say the Shahada and you're in. I was like, really? Okay, cool. Done. Sign here. I need your signature on this petition, sir.
But isn't
So what
that
is the
something
Shahada?
we can use against you? Like, oh, he's supported by the Muslims.
No,
Okay,
but at my local park, there's all these Muslim women in burqas now. They bring their kids. I'm just like, damn, we got invaded.
Yeah.
So look now, Mojo. What do you think about this?
Let's
Is
see.
this good enough?
Let's see. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. Perfect. Then after that, I'll take you to the Ninja Academy. We'll tie that burqa back, put the form-fitted ninja suit on. I'll give you some throwing stars and a sword, and you can go on your top secret ninja operation, baby. You can get through customs enforcement and make your way to Chicago dressed like a ninja. Go for it.
That's, so I think Galileo should dress like that because the amount of evil eye that you're gonna be protecting yourself from.
No, what it's saying is, see, most people don't understand Islam, and therefore
I
they.
think that's liberating. I think that what she's wearing is a very liberating thing. I wish I could just go out of the house wearing that.
No, what it's.
Even covering your face?
Yeah, that's my dream.
I mean, I understand if it was. I understand that people should dress modest, like in every religion.
Look in the UK, I wouldn't cover my face, or in the West, because your face is associated with your identity. But let's say if I was to go to Iraq or like like the strict like conservative areas, or like even if I was to go to like northern areas of Pakistan, or like my dad's
That's right.
or my my family's village, right? I would like definitely like cover my face.
Okay, Shekawise, I hate to interrupt, but I text you my cell phone number. Text me in the back end. I don't know if you can text US telephone
What
numbers.
is that?
It's my cell phone number. You have to text me if you want to make it to Chicago, baby.
Oh my gosh, sweetheart. See, Charlie, what do you think? He's a hot Jew, though. Should I go for him?
It's up to you if it's allowed in your religion.
No, it's not allowed in my culture or in my community or in my family. You know what?
You
I'm a
should.
little bit rebellious.
You have to look at me as an American, though, because I think America first. I'm above all of this religious and ethnic divide. I'm an American. We are so generic, but that's the beauty of an American. We don't care either way. We just want to make money and live in peace, live in security, and be happy and have children and just live a full life. And we don't need to get bogged down with all these labels because I am an American.
I have a question though, right?
Yeah.
I feel like people could learn something from the Jews. Honestly, I'm not going to say
People
Jewish,
could learn
but
from
Jewish
Thomas
isn't
Jefferson. He waged the first American war against Islamists, running the coastline, running slaves. I mean, we took action in 1800 against the Muslim terrorists who had thousands of Americans enslaved. Like, we will fight.
We had a problem with slavery with Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, he freed the Americans from the Muslim terrorists, the Barbary Coast pirates.
Oh, the Barbary slave trade. That wasn't
Why
American
the Muslims
terrorists.
always been doing things?
That was American. The American Navy did the first deployment there and liberated hundreds of Americans from servitude. Some Americans
It
served.
was mostly Europeans.
That was Americans.
Mostly Europeans.
Listen, those Americans served on a slave ship for 10 years. Could you imagine serving on a slave ship for 10 years and getting liberated by somebody from Boston? You're like, thanks, bro. Dude, you saved my life, man. Thank you.
Mojo, you Jewish motherfucker,
Listen, Charlie, don't talk to me like that. I don't care where you're from and how cool your little PTR is. I'm not going to stand for it. And I miss Sam Rose.
How cool your PTR is.
This is the Salafi God. This is my God.
Oh, not too much on that. So.
No, okay, anyways, change the topic.
Listen, I studied Salafism in Egypt for 4 years. I got a doctorate in it, okay, Charlie? Take your bullshit little troll and fuck off.
Well, Mojo, you Jewish fucker, you need to fucking read more into it, innit? But anyways, listen.
I'm joking.
But don't you guys think, right? I genuinely think, when people talk about Islamic extremism and this, that, oh, he's gone. Anyways, when people think about
it's definitely something, and most of the people in our country are of some form of, theology, mostly Christianity. It seems to be the dominant one, right? But then we see like certain actions that are taking place, like, putting the 10 Commandments in certain schools, saying prayers in certain schools, right? It's a slow and steady gain for, it's not going to be something that can happen overnight, not like what occurred in The Handmaid's Tale, right? This is a slow, gradual process by which they're just kind of creeping in and then slipping under the radar, right? And so I think actively being aware of what's going on and where it seems like the boundaries are being pushed will inform me of better ways to push back, right? And, that's how we're going to prevent that type of outcome from occurring. But if we just oh, it's never going to happen and just kind of like ignore it and wave it away, well, that's kind of what they want, right? They want you to think that it's not a big deal. That's how they're going to slip under the radar and infiltrate and change our country into a theocracy. It's a slow and steady race for them. So, yeah.
Shawnito, let me ask you a question. And I'm being respectful and sincere. Do you think coming on this app and repeating your positions, I'm not saying you do this, but I'm saying, do you think that there's a better way to communicate your positions? Like, how do you do self and communication analysis to optimize your communication and time here?
Right. Well, I listen to the responses of people, and if I think that the responses are germane, then I will incorporate that into the way that I speak, right? But a lot of the times, people's responses aren't germane, which to me indicates, a couple of reasons why that occur. Either I'm not communicating correctly what I want to correct. I'm not conveying it through words, through semantic language in a way that they understand, right? And so then I need to do my own research and figure out, okay, how do I better say the things that I want to say? And if you've been familiar with me at all since I've been on this app for the last 3 years, like the first year or so I was on this app, I was just a wallflower. I didn't say what, right? I would just go into rooms and I would listen. I would listen to people talk. I've never went to college. I never got a degree or really any education on philosophy at all, but it was something that I was always interested in getting into. And so I've always been this like armchair philosopher, but at the same time, I also want to make sure that I'm not falling in the same traps as some other, armchair philosophers where they get stuck in this constant rhetoric grind where they don't ever change, right? Either, reforming what they're trying to convey or integrating, information that is pertinent to, them wanting to be a philosopher, right? And that's kind of my endeavor. Is I'm constantly looking at ways of better trying to convey what I need to say, and looking for better information that I can incorporate into my philosophy that I currently have.
Hey, Shanito, are you guys aware that you're being streamed live by this Mojo? He's got a YouTube channel and he's streaming this.
Yeah, we know about John. We've known I've known about him for the last 3 years. I have about 20 of his accounts blocked. He's being cordial right now, which is why I'm allowing him to be on the stage. But the moment he shows his trolling, he's going to be gone. So yeah,
How many
I'm
viewers?
well aware of it.
Paco, how many viewers?
I don't know. I haven't even gone into his. I'm tired of bluffing.
I'll post the link in the chat.
You guys know.
Also, Necro is a campaign contributor. Thank you, Necro. Tomorrow, Thomas Massey and Ro Khanna, a Democrat, are submitting a co-petition to Speaker Johnson, and they have multiple Epstein victims on the steps of Congress. So you got your way, Necro. Congratulations.
Glad to know. It's just sad that you couldn't have promised, but yeah, it is true. I did take $5 straight, and I kind of regret it. So. Anyways,
Don't regret it.
Yeah.
If you want more in life, you got to give. That's the secret to prosperity giving. Thank you, Necro.
from your mistakes is all I say. anyways, Sean, yeah, it's interesting, Sean. It's like, you know, you express like concerns. Like one of the things really I find issues in the Republican Party, not that we disagree on political issues or things like that, is my concern with the Republican Party. It's just that they seem to be against directly what the Constitution, you know, says really when they want to impose Christian, you know, nationalism. But I mean, Christine brought up earlier though about like wealth. From what I remember, I have more concern with that being what affects the country than Christian.
Other people, their circumstances are different. Like it's not like yours, and you cannot just criticize them because
I'm not criticizing migration, bro. I'm criticizing illegal immigration. We're criticizing those people who push and say, no, there should be no difference between legal and illegal immigration. But there is a difference. There is.
You need to pick on the government. Why they not?
But when you're emotionally attached to an outcome, or you're speaking from a point of emotion, we get nowhere.
No, see, but I'm trying to stay within your framework. You would agree that we agreed that emotions are internal, and we have agreed that, you know, we don't always express them very well, right? We've agreed those things.
I didn't agree that most people don't express them very well.
I didn't say most.
I didn't say that. I didn't say people don't express them very well.
Okay, well, all right, well.
I just said that you'll never see me externally emoting.
Okay, so, but we agree that it's internal, right?
Well, it's internal for me, but it's both internal and external for most people.
Okay, but we still agree that, you know, we can agree that it's still internal. That's kind of where I want to you know, start at.
Of course, emotions.
Okay, so if you're able to wrap your head around that concept.
If I'm able to wrap my head around that concept, is that what you just said?
Yeah, I did, because we know you're having an idea of how this faith, of how emotion works, and you have this concept which I don't disagree with.
Well, right? No, we haven't discussed my concept of how emotion works. It's not just a magic.
Did you just say it was internal?
That's one part of a big whole.
For this
yeah, I didn't explain to you my concept of how emotions work, why they arise.
For our conversation, where they're at is just how.
Yes, we've established that emotions are not from some external energy.
Okay, so same way that your emotions are internal, faith is internal.
For you, yes, but we've already discussed that. Do you remember?
For me. So are you saying that there's individuals out there whose emotions are not internal?
I don't know if you're actually listening to me. I said faith is not internal to me. I accept that faith is internal to you. I don't have that in me.
So would you say that there's people out there that their emotions are not internal?
Didn't we just? Why are you doing this? I said that I agree that emotions are internal with people. I didn't add a caveat except for some. What is your idea of correcting me?
I'm just trying to stay within your framework.
But you keep saying things that I didn't say.
I'm just trying to be consistent within your framework.
You're being consistent in a framework that has nothing to do with what I said.
Okay.
It's entailed by what you said.
I'm sorry?
It's entailed by what you said. If you say something's a square, and then somebody else says it's got four sides, and then you throw up your hands and say, well, I didn't say it has four sides, then everybody would be very confused because that's what it means to be a square. So when you say emotions, everybody has emotions are internal,
yeah.
And then Malak asks, okay, well, doesn't that mean that emotions are internal for everybody? And it's just confusing when you say, well, I didn't say that.
No, then he said, well, would you say that emotions are external for some when I already said that emotions are internal for people, and I didn't add a caveat except for some. So I'm wondering where he got that from. Is that a belief of his? I don't know. It's confusing to me.
You know, I don't want to confuse you further, so I'm going to drop it here.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice talking to you.
I just saw